Hello and welcome to the ASC Weekly number 5. We are in the Diamond Division here on Thursday night, and it looks like my music button is going kind of crazy. I still don't actually hear it. Yeah, we are in week number 5 here. We're in the Diamond Division. We are in the round of 32. We have LTDxanthus from Team Limited here, of which my co-caster is the manager. I'll let him introduce himself in a second. And his opponent, the yellow Zergy Pieces. At the top right here, we have SoulMeep. I am Simpatico for the ASC Weekly.
I'm Zeltsum for the ASC Weekly, and I think your transitions get more awkward every day that we cast.
My goal in life is to achieve as much awkwardness as possible per day. It's sort of like a workout.
You are succeeding quite well, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Like, oh yeah, we're going to very naturally and smoothly introduce this guy who's going to sit here silently for 10 minutes for a while first.
It was only like 4 seconds, actually.
But we've told you that he's here. But we're not going to actually introduce him and let him talk.
I build up the suspense. I just build up the suspense. Xanthus choosing not to wall off here. You're wrong, sir.
He's walling off. He's doing a barracks wall off. This is what you do when you don't.
Maybe I guess he's kind of worried about them Baneling busts.
Baneling scary, man. They're like, I'm gonna run at your face, and then they jump at your face and they explode in green goo, and then your face is just gone. You're like, dude. I needed that face.
Yeah, so this is our third night in a row of casting, quite intense. We do have our fast hatch here, went down on like 13 or 12 or something there, followed up by a spawning pool and a gas, so we're probably going to see some Zerglings, I would imagine, if I had to guess.
Or roaches.
It'll be interesting to see what Xanthus does here. You're quite familiar with Xanthus, obviously. Do you know any particular, perhaps favored builds, or any idea what he might be doing here?
No, he favors MMM. Like he usually, actually, if anything, I kind of expect him just to do Tank Marine. Like,
well, Tank Marine is super strong. Yeah, getting that one Rax factory. Gonna go Tank Marine, or maybe some Hellions perhaps to clean up those Zerglings, do some economic damage to this very, very fast hatchery. He does know about it as his in that hole repeatedly in and out into that sticky wet hole. Yeah, third day of casting in a row, things start to get weird.
What the hell is wrong with you, dude?
What do I tell you? It's 3 days in a row. This is why I should not cast 3 days in a row. Because I start thinking about drills and holes and stuff, because I've used all my other kind of interesting things early in the week. We do have a tech lab going down on this factory, meaning Zeltsum's prediction was correct. We're probably going to see some Tank Marine here. Some Zerglings moving across to see what is up at his opponent's base, and not take this Zelnaga Watchtower, and just rather sit right outside of its turning on radius. Now we're talking about turning on, drills and holes and turning on, and
this is the worst start to a cast ever.
I think it's the best start to a cast of all time, actually.
You know, if I weren't recording like 30 match results at once, I would, I don't know, say something witty right now.
Well, that's what happens when you don't talk and you force me to just sit here and try and come up with witty things to talk about.
Well, this is what happens when I have to record match results.
Well, that
finger.
That's all. It's Rapsack's fault. Actually, this is a lot of Zerglings. Could probably afford to just focus a lot more on drones, unless do we have a Baneling nest out or something? No, not going to be doing a Baneling bust. Just a whole lot of Zerglings. He could probably afford to spend those on drones. Well, then again, there's a lot of units coming out of here from Xanthus. So.
He never walled off, so. These Zerglings could actually come in here. Well, now that the tank is out, maybe not. But these Zerglings could have hit a time where they come in here and probably did quite a bit of damage to those Marines. Especially since there's this command center going up. At the very least, he could send a couple Zerglings and figure out what's going on as a scout or something. You don't want to suicide your Overlord in there just yet, because in this early stage in the game, every Overlord is pretty precious. And those Marines can take it down quite quickly. Holding up with a couple tanks here is going to make it's going to make it pretty difficult to poke in with any kind of Zerglings. But there's a banding nest going up, so and the first creep tumor, yay, creep tumors, spread them there, that creep. Do it good.
This is actually a pretty cool build. He was only mining on one gas for quite a while there. I don't know if that was on purpose. It seems like it might be a mistake, but he had pretty much constant tank production there for quite a while, getting that expansion up. Going to be turning that to an orbital. Nope, he's going to float that over before he turns it to an orbital. Not a bad idea because his main is starting to get mined out here, so might as well do the Maynard there and get stuff mining with less saturation. This little Zergling might cause a little bit of annoyance, but nothing too huge. It's going to get a tank shell to the face. There it goes.
That's
but
okay,
I think it
because now
actually
he knows
delayed
the
the. I think it actually delayed this command center. Maybe.
Slightly.
Go land your command center. This Overlord walking into a missile turn, unfortunately. Very kind of. That's very quick missile turns. Is he just blindly countering mutas, or? Guess
Could
so.
be.
I don't see a Spire out.
It's about time for the Spire to start getting, and there it is. The Spire did just start. Yeah, this is about the right timing. I mean, these turrets could probably have been delayed a little bit more, but they're going up, and that's what's important.
Wow, sneak expansion here, finishing up for SoulMeep. I'm guessing he's hoping that won't be scouted anytime soon. If LTDxanthus wants to move out right now, he probably could take that with some siege up tanks. All that's out right now is Zerglings. I don't think there's any Banelings on the map yet.
He has to be really careful about moving out. The problem with getting the turrets this early he was scared of Mutalisks, but there wasn't really a possibility of Mutalisks until about 30 seconds from now, and actually longer than that because you have to factor in the build time for Mutalisks. If he had scouted a little bit better, he could go in there, go, oh, okay, the Mutalisks won't be up for a while, and he would have had time to get out a few more Marines before those turrets went up. Because look at all these turrets, man. 5 turrets. That's enough. That's enough for a Rax and a few Marines, or an expansion. And if you look now, he has such a tiny number of Marines. I think he's kind of done that to himself because he's spent way too much money on turrets. If he had scouted a little bit earlier, he could have seen that the Mutalisks could not have been out until now, and he could have poked around and done some damage with just Marines and maybe a tank or two and been pretty safe back home.
I mean, it probably will pay off to have those turrets up, but he got them up not without sacrificing just so much to get those couple of Mutalisks. So really, yeah, could afford to get that a lot sooner, build up more units a lot quicker. Earlier in the game, I do like that getting that Raven out, just kind of clean up creep tumors, maybe drop a point defense drone or something. Dropping more, sensor tower and more missile turrets. A ton of missile turrets. I do like the zoning in the main base, not getting them on the right side here, only on the left side here, because that's where Mutalisks tend to come in from. So I do like that, but again, just a little bit too early. 2 Ravens out now. That is a little bit strange. I don't know if he's going to do some like Raven harass with auto turrets or something. That would actually be kind of cool, though. We don't see that very often. Fun.
You have to be careful though, because those point defense drones can be pretty crucial if they start getting out. Pretty much anything other than Ling Baneling Muta, although you don't see that too often. You know, I really wish we'd see more Infestors in this matchup. I really do. I'm not sure why we don't, quite frankly.
Yeah, Infestors are so powerful for so many reasons. I mean, you'll see a lot of stuff like, what? Hey, why are you sending me? No, don't. I should be on busy anyway. I'm sorry. Burrowed Infestors and doing just like destroying entire amounts of SCVs and such, or drones. Oh, we do have Mutalisks in the base now. Without any contention, and then just move away. I don't think he lost anything. Oh, it might have lost 1 Mutalisk. Not a bad trade-off there. Doesn't want to let those Mutalisk numbers dwindle too much, though, and I wouldn't actually be surprised if he transitions out of Mutas, seeing all of these Marines, seeing all of these missile turrets, And also, yes, guys, I am keeping an eye on the chat. I do see you guys complaining a little bit about a little bit of stream lag. I don't know what that could be, but I will get it fixed before.